Hi, Scott Machine Gun Dad. Welcome back to my channel. What do I have in front of me? That's just an Ar-15. Well, not really. It's an M16. However, we're not going to use it as an M16 today. We're just going to use it as a semi-automatic rifle. This one is set up in 7.62x39mm. The reason I want Nick and Shannon to shoot this is they shot the AK-47, the SIG 556R, and this all on the same day. So let's cut to video of them shooting it, and then I'm going to get them back in here and maybe they'll compare all three. Get a jam?
Yeah.
Pull back like a...
Yeah. Just didn't feed.
Hi, Scott Machine Gun Dad. Welcome back to my channel. In front of me is a 7.62x39. I already did the intro, so you know what it is. I let Nick shoot this and Shannon shoot this at the end of the day. This was after the AK and after the SIG 556R.
Yes, sir.
It has a Leupold CQT 1-3. We use the ASC 20s. You'll notice I think Nick had one failure to feed.
Yeah.
The ASCs are not the best. The Duramags are better. If you have a 7.62x39 AR-15, I would probably recommend the Duramag. Anyway, what did you think of an AR-15 in 7.62x39?
It's an AR-15, just a little bit more recoil. Controls are the same, buttstock's the same. Weight is it's a little bit heavier due to the fact that you got 7.62 in there. Controls are all the same. You got your same grip.
This actually has the Magpul soft squeezy grip.
Soft squeezy grip.
Yeah, that way it doesn't transfer as much recoil to your hand.
Yeah, the only thing to note about it is the optic. It shoots a heck of a lot better with the optic. Plus, it made reaching the charging handle a little weird, but
in all theory, in my opinion, if you're running an optic and overhang optic, ACOGs end here. But if you're running an overhang optic, you should probably get one of those extended charging handles. But I don't bother because I don't shoot this stuff that much with regular M16s.
Yeah, it's an AR-15. It just kicks a little bit harder and hits your target just a little bit harder.
You shot this, Shannon. What did you think?
I agree with Nick. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I was able to hit much more with that one than I was the other one though, because
the SIG or the AK?
The AK.
Your contacts weren't as wet.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
There's a heavier buffer in this because of 7.62x39 to slow the bolt down a little bit. Because this is an M16. We did just not shoot. We only shot a semi-automatic with 20-round magazines. What did you think compared this to, say, the original AK or the 5.56R?
Well, straight off the bat, the 5.56R wins. It's a better shoot overall. It's a little unfair, but I'd say this takes second place because of the optic. Controls wise and feel wise, I did like the AK a little bit more than this because of I can get a better purchase on the handguard. I do like the additional weight to it, and I like the iron sights on it. I'm not the biggest fan of AR-15 iron sights, so if we were going irons to irons, I'd take the AK, but this would be second place because it's got a loophole 1 to 3 optic on it.
It's funny, and I know I'm going to anger some AK fanboys out there. The AK-47 to me is the worst platform to bring that cartridge to light. In the 556R or in this, it's easier to shoot. It's especially for Americans, it's way easier to shoot. And with the adaptability of being able to mount optics and stuff like this, by the way the upper receivers are made and everything like that, versus a AK that was made in the 50s. That being said, would I want to fight with this or the 556R or the plain Jane AK? I would take the plain Jane AK every time because it just never stops running. This gun in 223 I think is better, but as a battle rifle in 7.62x39, because you have to use a special firing pin and a heavy buffer, you're adding fragility to the system. So great range toy, fantastic. I've done matches with this where you're trying to knock steel over at 100 yards. It's a lot easier to knock steel over with 30 caliber than it is to knock it over with 223.
Just a little bit.
And this, well, actually, I've done it with this, and they some places, because this is select fire, even though I'm not shooting it, select fire won't
Fair
allow
enough.
that.
Yeah.
I used a 556R, and then they get mad at me because they think I'm going to show up with an AK, Century Arms AK, and I show up with a $3,000 SIG, and I do pretty well. So, overall, what am I trying to get at? Should you buy an AK in 7.62x39? Yeah, I would say yeah. All you really need to do is set up the upper with the proper carrier, the proper firing pin and everything like that, and then you can drop it on a 223 lower. I would, however, recommend you get a buffer that's a couple ounces heavier to cut the recoil. It's just part of me trying to get these guys as much different exposure to different weapon systems and different calibers, because it just expands your knowledge base a little bit. These guns are cool. I think everybody should have one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 20, whatever you can afford before they take them away from us. Thanks for coming to the channel.